Okay, let's see what's going on right now. Okay. So, got a new computer, working on it, seeing how things are going. It's taking me a minute to get started up here, so which will give a chance for people to get in. If you get in, say hi, and so that way I can get things. Well, I get things going here. Okay, let's see. Move this to the side here. Get this popped up. Load a saved game. Nope, not here. It is in documents. Okay, bingo. Ooh, what is that? What happened here? Okay. Okay. Let's see. What's going on now? Why did this do this? Don't know why that did that, but we're going to load this back up. Figure out what happened. Okay. Having a little errors here. Oh, you did show up. You said you would. Okay. Yeah, I'm having I got a new laptop, so things are a little funky, so I'm having to reset everything up. So we'll get things started here in a minute. I don't know what happened with that one. Hey, Jay. Okay, getting things going. Okay, now let's make sure this doesn't happen again to me. Oh, see, it keeps doing that. Oh, well, at least maybe. There we go. Let's see now if I can. There we go. Oh, technology issues. Oh, gotta love it when it works and hate it when it doesn't, for sure. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just walked in the door from school. Had a pretty productive day. We on Wednesdays we don't have any kids because we're virtual right now. So had a productive day, which is always a good thing. Just trying to get things going here. I think I had this at. About. Okay, why is that? I'll tell you what, this is just annoying me right now. Oh well. And I'll just go down to 40% because I think that'll at least give me the cards here. So we can go through that. Okay. Fine. Oh, control. Oh, that's right. That's right. Control. Okay. Oh, well, I'm good to go. I got it. So we're pretty good here. Okay. Okay, so I went through and I actually was continuing to read the rules because after I play, I always like to, at least a little bit, I always like to play rules, especially with the Since we have the cards, the brilliant stroke cards here, since we have those, I wanted to make sure that I understood exactly when to use them. And when it comes to the actual brilliant stroke card, so these three right here, you can use them pretty much so anytime. Um, so I was just looking at the best possibility to actually use them. Now the French, and this is one I had to check out. So the Treaty of Alliance. So if the French preparation, it can only be played if it's greater than 15 has the option to play. And I know right now I do not have 15. I think I've got 4. Let's see. Did this? Yeah, this should automatically. Yeah, I think I'm at 4. Or is it 5? Where is my French prep at? So, yeah, it should be at 5. But I don't see it there. Yep, no, 5. Definitely. Total support. I don't know why I don't have my French prep. Interesting. Okay, well, my French prep right now is at 3 plus these two, so it's at 5. So it needs to be at 15. It's weird that they don't have the French prep up here anywhere. Okay. Okay. Anyways, so I can't use them till they're at 15, and I'm not close enough, so we're okay with that. But right now I have 3 eligible factions. So I have the U.S., the first one. So the Patriots are the first one. So let's take a look at the card here. So it says deployed to defend New Jersey. Place 4 Continentals in New Jersey if I want to play the card. And then it would be the Native Americans, and they would get command and special activity. So, or I could take a command and special activity. So, I need to get some troopers out for sure. And it's Continentals, not even militias. So, what's the most I can get out? So, I can rally where I can place 1 militia or replace 2. Yeah. Yeah, so this is getting militia out, and in this case, I can actually put 4 Continentals in New Jersey. And let's take a look at New Jersey and see where New Jersey's at. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, we're going to get New Jersey in there, and we're going to put those 4 Continentals in there, mainly to help protect against the New York from them building up too much and getting them in. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and use the faction card. So we're going to put the event. And New Jersey is going to, so we're going to get Patriots, so it's control 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way we can see it. Okay, so that gives us New Jersey control. Okay, so that's the card. By the way, I'm thinking I'm betting the next upcoming card. So this will be 8, 9. Yeah, the next card is going to actually be a winner quarters card. Somewhat miraculously enough, it's going to be a winner quarters card. Okay, so we're going to end faction play. And then now this is going to go ahead and become the Native American turn, and they're going to get their full complement here. So they currently have 0. Yep, they currently have 0. So, and I think we're going to need to gather and not really march scouts. And it's just going to be putting troops in. Well, let's see here. Oh, looks like I would be able to trade in New York, so that might work. So that would give me British chooses the amount or none of the resources to transfer to the Native Americans. If greater than one, then transfer the amount of resources from the British to the Native Americans and activate one underground. So if not, then activate one underground and select province and then add one resource. Okay. Let's go ahead. So we're going to do that first. So we're going to do our trade first. So we're going to activate them, and the Brits are going to send over. Hi, Jester. Um, on this one, I'll tell you what. It takes care of a lot of the for this. It takes care of a lot of the automatic to scoring. And I know that was one thing you were kind of moaning about yesterday. Was that it actually keeping the how many forces and stuff like that. So I prefer to use the chits, honestly. But again, this module is actually pretty good because it automatically moves the stuff, as you use them. Well, the resources, the nice thing is they have these plus and minus buttons, and so that helps. But like when you do control's automatic. So there's a few automatic things that make it nice, and then the scoring's kind of done. So okay, so I did the trade with New York. So now I'm going to gather. And my first one I'm going to gather here. Place one party or replace two. If a village may instead place war parties plus the number of villages. Place war parties up to one plus the number of villages. So I have one village here, so I can put two here. And this one will be free. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that one would be free. Where's my... Okay, so he gets two here. There we go. So two there. And then any neutral or passive provinces. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get neutral or passive provinces. Okay, so neutral or passive. So why don't we go ahead and let's go ahead and put some. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to put one, and this will be one resource. So we're going to put one war party here, and this will cost one resource. So we'll put him over there. Oh, we'll take this propaganda. Let's move it out of the way. Okay. So that'll cost one Indian resource. Okay. Okay, looking good on that one. Yeah, it autos some stuff, which is cool. But honestly, a lot of times, other than the resources, which you still have to like do, the scoring really doesn't matter until later. And why? See, I'm trying to figure out something here because I don't see the French prep is not on here at all, which is irritating me because the French prep should be at 5 right now, and there's not even I don't even see a clip for it, so I'll just have to keep that one going. Okay, so we'll end card play, which ends the faction play as well, and we've got a nice reset. So then we're gonna draw a card. Um, really, I thought that would be okay. Then the zero. See, I did. Maybe I'll unclick all of them. Oh, let's see here. Let's do this because it was supposed to. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is supposed to be up at 5. Thanks, Jester. I just did not even see that one. So French prep is up to 5. Okay, there we go. And then this is back to 0. There we go. There we go. So French prep's up to 5. Thanks. Yeah, that works out. Okay. So this card, who's going first? In this case, it is the Brits. They're going to shift 2 colonies, 2 levels of support towards passive support. And 2 levels towards passive support. Towards passive support? What was it? Yeah, shift 2 colonies, 2 levels. Each towards passive support. I don't think I really want to do that right now. So I was reading some of the other things, like with the French squadron. Once that treaty comes out, they can blockade these cities, and that's going to be vital. So we can muster and we can garrison. We could march. I was thinking about heading into here, marching into Massachusetts, and then doing a skirmish. Because it's the cubes that matter, but there's a 1 cube, and then that I just don't see that as helpful that much right now. I think I still need to build up. He'll build up things. So I think I'll go ahead and muster. I don't think I saw. And then the French, they just build up. So the French aren't going to. So we're going to do 1 faction. So we're going to do a special. So we're going to muster 1 resource per space selected. So I can So adds forces to any location. Regulars in any 1 city that is not blockaded or adjacent to colonies of the West Indies. Tories in cities or colonies containing. So I can go, So it looks like I can only do it in 1 spot. That already has, that is not blockaded or an adjacent colony. Oh, okay. So I could do Connecticut because that's an adjacent. Regulars. Oh, okay. You know what? This is one of those ones where I'm going to pull the rules out just to see a little bit better detail on the muster on this one. Because the chart I get, it's the location that I don't quite get on this one. Muster. To place British regulars, the British faction must select any 1 city that is not blockaded or an adjacent colony or the West Indies. To place Tories, the British faction may select any cities or colonies containing or adjacent to British regulars or British forts. Oh, okay. So that's the place Tories. Okay. Okay. So so I can yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, Connecticut and Rhode Island, I am going to muster there. Okay, so I'm going to muster there. So we'll go there. So I'm going to muster, so I can place 6 regulars in 1 city, or adjacent colony. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and okay. We're gonna draw multiple. We're gonna draw 4. And we're going to get these guys into Connecticut and Rhode Island here. Okay. Okay. And I can place up to 2 Tories because it's adjacent. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll go 1, 2. I think I'm going to try to do the New York plan, which is to go through and kind of cut Massachusetts off from the rest of the city, of the state, of the rest of the colonies. So my daughter's home. Who knows if she's going to come down? Then, in up to one selected muster space, so that's here, I can replace 3 British cubes with a fort. No, I don't want to do that. No, so, but I can buy reward loyalty. So I can buy a reward loyalty, 1 resource per level, no shift limits. So let's see here. So reward loyalty. I think I know what this is. This is like the civic action in a distant plane. So this is going to help me move things up. But it's getting it the right way. So I got to remember they want support, and it's the yeah. What was I looking at? Oh, reward loyalty. Oh, there it is. British action, increase support. Yep. Okay, so and it's only 1 per. I got to pay my 1 resource anyways. So yeah, we'll pay the 1 resource here. And then I'm going to put this up 2. So I'm going to support. That's right. I need to go to support. Okay. Okay, so that puts support at, okay, good. That's what I want to see. Okay, support up to there. Then I need to pay my 2 resources on that one with that. Okay, so now I can common cause or skirmish or naval pressure. Oh, this will work out. So I'll do a naval pressure because before the Treaty of Alliance, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's Juster. Yeah, it's totally weird. Playing it as the rebels. I agree with that one. Okay, so I'm going to do a naval pressure, and it's 1d3 to the British sources. So I'm going to roll 1d3, 1d3. Oh, got a 3. So he gets 3 sources. Yeah, I'm about ready to do a nice battle in here. And they get 3 resources out of that, so that's pretty slick. That was nice. Yeah, that was nice. That was pretty sweet for the for the for the Brits. Okay, so at that point we're going to end faction play, which clears off the lines, and then the Brits or the French are going to do a limited command. They really don't have much to do. They're going to do French French agent mobilization. Cheers, Heathwell. Okay, let's see here. I'm getting good connection. Maybe this computer's a lot. Well, obviously this laptop's a lot better than my work one, so that kind of is nice. Let's see here. So we're gonna do French mobilization. So add Patriot Militia or Continentals. 1 space only. In Quebec, New York, New Hampshire, or Massachusetts, if not at active support. Well, New Hampshire's got a. I kind of worry about New Hampshire. That's okay. There we go. I forgot that. I did a different module and it didn't do the automatic, so now that's on the automatic. Anyways, so procedure: place 2 militia or 1 continental in either Quebec, New York, New Hampshire, or Massachusetts. I'm going to get some Continentals up in New Hampshire, I think. But Massachusetts really needs it. I got so much crap in Massachusetts right now. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to do that anyways. Okay, so we're going to put 1 Continental into Massachusetts because I can kind of see I can see there's a buildup going on around here. Kind of like think of the the Paul Revere's ride with that. Okay, so now with this one, I have to do the prepare le guerre. You know what? I forgot. I usually like to have where's my player aids? There we go. I do like to have this kind of over here. I will shrink it. Ooh. See, I knew that was gonna. There we go. That's I got to figure out how to do that so that works out a little bit better. Player aids. Oh, okay. Let me shrink it. Nope. Oh, I have to do what I did last time. Which is bring it over this way. And then again, I'm still tweaking these things out. Okay. This is huge. Okay, so what we're going to end up doing is let me move this to the side so it's like this. So when you do the French there we go. When you do the French agent mobilization, you have to do the prepare le guerre. So in this case, I can move pieces from available to unavailable. So I can either one squadron blockade to the West Indies, or 3 regulars from unavailable to available, or add 2 French resources. Oh, I forgot to pay that 1 French resource for that first one. So we're going to go ahead and pay that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 3 regulars. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, shoot! I can't do that. This is a limited. See, I got it. It's a limited. I can't do the special. I can only do... So I need to undo that altogether. Yep. So, because he did so this is only a limited commander event, which is only in 1 spot, which that's fine. But I can't do that. Yep. Can't do that one. Okay, so at that point, we're going to end faction play, and then end card play, and then we're going to draw a card. Ah, winter quarters. Oh, that's right. It automatically comes up. Okay, so we're going to go through the winter quarters situation here. So let's see here. So is anybody winning? No, there are nobody's winning because the winning. Let's see here. So support exceeds opposition by more than 10, which is not true, and that has to be on all of them. So right now, support or opposition, support only exceeds by 2. So we know there's no win. Okay. So let's go here. So no victory. Okay, supply. Okay, here we go. British cubes are in supply if they are placed in a British fort or in a city with British control. If not, pay one resource and shift space 1 level towards active opposition, or remove a cubes available. Okay, so is it 1? Okay, so I think I will, for Rhode Island, I will pay the 1 source. Okay. British cubes are in supply if they're in a space with a British fort. So why wouldn't New York? Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm glad I got some resources. So for Connecticut, I'm going to pay the resource, and for New York, I'm going to pay the resource as well. Okay. And okay, so that's in a city, but it has a fort. That has a fort. Oh, Florida. Yeah, we'll pay that resource for the Florida as well. Okay, I didn't want to send that back. Okay. There we go. Okay, so Patriots, it's a little bit different. Patriot militia and continentals arms supply if they are placed with a Patriot fort or a colony or city with rebellion control. Okay, so they're fine. They're fine. They're fine. Okay, so everything is good except for New York. Okay, and New York has one. Um, if not, pay one resource or remove one for every 2 total patriots there to available. So he's going to go to available. I better look at that real quick, just to make sure that that's correct. Page 20. Yeah, I did pay for George. I did have enough. I let's see. I should have 3, paid 3. Yep, I did have enough for 3, so I did pay. I did pay for Georgia. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Patriots. If not, the Patriots either pay 1 resources, rounding down. Okay, so he doesn't have to go. Okay, because he doesn't have 2 in there, so he does not have to go. Okay, that's cool. So having 1 in there is fine. Okay, that works. Okay, Indians. If no Indian villages are on the map, Indians place 1 village. Well, there's villages on the map. Indian war parties are in supply if they are in a space with a village or in an Indian reserve province, which I think I just placed them. Dang it. Okay, so I think these 2 are going to go back. If not, Indians may either pay 1 resource or move the war parties to the nearest province or village. So these guys will just go over here. Okay. And the West Indies, French must conduct a free battle in the West Indies if French and British pieces are present. Nope, there isn't any there, so that's good. New York. Oh, there's a base in Florida, Jester. If there's a base there, they don't have to pay. So as long as there's a base there, that they don't have to pay for Florida. Okay, so now on to the resource phase. So British earnings add to resources the number of British forts plus the population of non-blockaded controlled cities, plus 5 if the British Old West Indies. They don't control West Indies at all. No, so that's not it. Okay, so they get. So what was it again? Add resources to the number of British forts. So I have 4 forts plus the population of the city. So I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so they're going to get 8. Yeah, I meant to say Georgia. So 8. So they get 8 resources. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they get 8 resources. That's kind of nice. Indians. Adding to resources half the number of villages on the map, rounding down. I have 2 villages on the map, and I have to round down, so half of that, it would be 1. So the Indians get 1. Patriot earnings. Add to resources the number of Patriot forts. So I've got 2. Plus the number of rebellion-controlled spaces, not including. Ooh, plus number. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so I'll get 9 resources out of that. That'll help. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. Finally getting some resources here. Okay. And French earnings. Before Treaty of Alliance, add to resources 2 times the squadron blockers in West Indies. I have 2 in there, so 2 times that is 4. So the French will get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay, so now we're headed onto the support phase. Okay, so we got to reward loyalty first. So the British may spend resources to build support in British-controlled spaces with both one or more British regulars and one or more Tories. Okay, so they have to have British regulars and Tories. And every one resource spent removes one raid or propaganda marker. Once no raid or propaganda marker is in the space, it shifts to 1 level towards active support. Okay. The maximum of 2 levels per space. Okay, so if I want to, so I can get rid of this one, and that'll cost for New York, and New York's got a decent population, so we're gonna have to pay for that one. So we're gonna minus 1 resource there, and there, and then we're gonna do another resource and move this up to passive towards active support. Oh, other way, just towards passive support. Oh, that was 2. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was 1 would go to neutral, 2 levels. So I've got to do. Did I see? This is also the one nice thing. Okay, so that I got to do 1 more for 2 level. So Jester, it makes it easier when you're with resources, because that's the one nice thing about the vassals. You can actually see what you did, so you can count. So it's a little bit easier on that one. I really do prefer playing it at real, but this is just kind of fun. Also, I can live stream this. I haven't got to that point yet. So, okay. Okay. Let's see. Is there any other ones I want to do? Propaganda's only in there. Yeah. Do I want to do Boston? No, I want to do New York. Definitely. Just towards support. Because I gotta get that. I want to save some resources though. Is there any other ones? Times 2. I can't do any more on New York. Yeah, let's go ahead and do 1 in Georgia. We'll do 1 in Georgia just to help out with that, and then we'll take that. So that'll be 7. I'm down to 7 resources. Okay, I think that'll be in. So committees of correspondence. The Patriots may spend resources to encourage opposition in rebellion-controlled spaces with Patriot pieces. Every 1 resource spent removes 1 raid marker, or once no raid markers in space, shift it 1 level towards active opposition, maximum of 2 levels for space. Okay, definitely. Let's find some. So we're going to spend definitely, we're going to spend 2 here. 1, 2. So we'll just drop this down to 2 because it's a little bit easier to do it that way. Virginia, definitely going to go 2. 1, 2. And the propaganda doesn't count towards that. Hey, OG, how's it going? Devin, what's up? Okay. Okay, so I'm at 10 there. Is there any other ones that are really big that I want to... I think that's all for right now. So that gets me at least close. And I need to save some resources. Okay. This is not the finals win. Okay, so the final winner quarters round, it would end after this. Okay. Which is different than from some of the other games. Okay. Now we need to do redeployment. Ugh. Okay. Consult the event card on deck. If possible, the faction on that card, the event. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see here. So this is going to be, let's see. Let's see, what is it? Consult the event card on deck. Okay, so that'd be that one. If possible, the first faction on that card must make a leader change. The leader change summary below shifts. Okay. Royals come in. If okay, so there's okay that so the hey Jester, I was gonna also tell you that a lot of the games now, starting with I think this one or Fire in the Lake, the propaganda cards, or in this case the winter quarter cards, have some extra stuff on it sometimes. So in this case, if the Royals had if the rebels casualties was greater than the British casualties, then it's 5 resources, but neither of they're the same, so it won't matter. So they do add quite a bit here. Okay, so who is up first? So it's the Brits. Brits are up first, so they need to do if Gauge replace with How. So yep. Okay, so I need to replace Gauge with How. So we'll go to pieces, and How is going into. Okay, so that's the British change. Okay. Okay, so we had a leader change here, which is interesting. Leader at each faction may redeploy its leaders marked to a space with the same faction's pieces or available in the or following orders. I think we're good. The Indians are going to stay there. So they go in a certain order. It has to go Indians, and then it goes to French. French, I don't feel like I need to. British, he needs to stay in Boston right now. And Washington needs to stay in Massachusetts. Definitely. Okay. And then we have the French naval intervention after Treaty of Alliance. We have not played the Treaty of Alliance yet. So that's fine. Okay, so we don't need to do that. So that's okay. So now we're in desertion. Oh, crap. Okay. Patriot desertion. Remove 1 in 5 militia and 1 in 5 continentals from the map, rounding down. Okay. Do I even have? Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I got to remove 1. Okay, so I am going to be smart about this. I'm going to go ahead and remove. Yeah, I'm going to remove. So I'm going to make him turn available, and I got to remove 1 continental. Okay, send return to available. Okay. Tory desertion. Remove 1 in 5 Tories from the map, rounding down. Okay. French choose the first Tory, then to desert, then the British choose. Okay, so I've got how many Tories? I got, oh my God, I got a couple here. I got quite a few. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the French are going to choose the first one. So the French are going to choose the one in Quebec, just because it's French. Return to available, and then the Brits get to choose, and he's going to actually go ahead and choose the one from Quebec anyways. Return to available. Okay, reset phase. Now, some of these have reset, but winter quarters phase. Okay. Remove all raid and propaganda markers. Mark all eligible. Let's see what this does, because this is where it should be at. Because I just finished this one. So I just finished that. Okay, so winter quarters phase. Awesome. That makes life so much easier. Oh, I need to end faction play. Okay. And then this is done. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice button, because then it flips all the ones over, and we're all back to normal. Sweet. Okay, so now we are going to end card play, and we are going to draw a card, and then we have the Burning of Falmouth. Okay. Yeah, hey, don't go after Washington. Do not go after Washington. I take offense to that, going after Washington like that. He he was. Oh, let me tell you something about Washington. So I'm gonna do a little history here. In the French and Indian War, uh, indubitably, in the French and Indian War, he was paired up with Braddock at Braddock's defeat. Now he had in he won't matter. He's a pretty, um, so he was with Braddock during Braddock's defeat. But what it was he, of course, had lost many forces at Fort Necessity. So he saw how the he saw how the Indians fought. He tried to warn Braddock of how to fight, of how to them to fight, and Braddock didn't listen, and hence the reason why Braddock ended up dead. So a lot of if and here's the thing: if the British would have respected him, he wouldn't have been on our side. So there, yeah, yep. Although he was known as the master of retreat because he knew what he couldn't. He knew that he had to stay. He had to keep an army in the field. So, okay, sorry. This is a topic I know quite a bit about. I taught it for 3 years straight to eighth graders, so I know how to teach it. So, okay. The British are up first, and they have the burning of Falmouth. Falmouth. Yeah, it's not Falmouth, it's Falmouth. And if Ruff was on here, he would definitely agree with me on that one. Okay, Patriots are outraged. Oh, so the British are first, so they can. Oh, they Patriot resources -3. Patriots remove 2 militia. The Patriots get to remove the militia. And the resources get dropped by 3, which I don't know. I think as much as nice as that looks, I don't think it's that big of a deal because if the British could remove the issue, but I think the British won a battle. Actually, let's see here. I think the British won a battle, and I think they won a battle, so I think they want to go that route. So, if they battle, we could really screw over. Who's next? The French. We could screw them over. Because then they couldn't take the event. Whether they would or not. Because we could do a command only. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to do a command only. And we're going to do a battle. And we are going to... let me see here. Hold on a second. Oh, I have to move first, so I'd have to march. Okay. So I could march, and then I could skirmish. Yeah, we could do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh my God, Massachusetts is going to get run over with British. So we'll change that. So we'll do this. So we are going to march, and it's 1 resource per destination, not per place coming from. So we are going to march into Massachusetts. So that's going to be 1 right there. 1. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that'll be good. Yeah, that took that out of control. So that'll be 6. Yep. I like that. Okay. Okay, so so I move British into an adjacent space, or if moving units are in or adjacent to a city, not blockaded to another, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Tories may only accompany through the entire process. British regulars, 1 for 1, activate 1 militia for every 3 British cubes. Okay, so I can activate 2 of these militia, which is pretty sweet because I can activate 1 militia for every 3 British. Tories may only accompany through their British regulars 1 for 1. British move regular. Oh. In or adjacent to a city. To another city. Oh, I could go from. I see. I could go from Boston to New York. Okay, I see. Province adjacent to it. Okay, so I could go from Boston to New York to New Jersey if I wanted to. I don't want to, but that's okay. That makes sense. I gotcha. Okay, so then I'm going to skirmish. So in skirmishing, the purpose is to use British regulars to strike rebellion pieces. So in one space or West Indies with British regulars in rebellion pieces and no battle, garrison or muster. Nope, none of that because I marched. And it's max of 1 spot, by the way. Remove 1 rebellion cube / active militia or 2 rebellion cubes and 1 British regular. So I could get rid of 2 of those cubes. So I could get 2 of those cubes. I could get rid of 2 of the cubes, so I lose 1. Or I can just get rid of 1 cube. Or militia. And it has to be active. Yeah, it's a special action. Yeah, let me pull up the chart for you. Yeah, definitely. As long as it doesn't go. Okay, so if we go to British, so I marched, which I can use any of the special action. And then there's skirmish. So here's a skirmish. So skirmish is, so I'm looking at this. So I can either remove 1 rebellion cube or active militia, which is no problem. Or 2 rebellion cubes or active militia and 1 British regular. So either way, it's a 1 for 1, but they all go into cubes and forts are removed to casualties. Oh, I did, but I changed it because I was going to battle, but I have to have units in there to battle. So I have to march first for at 1 turn and then battle another. That's why I did. I did originally do it that way, but I changed my mind before we got it all started. So I'm going to keep my 6 here because I think that's important, and I'm just going to go ahead and send this to the casualty box. And that actually gave British control. Okay. Oh, cool. It automatically calculates. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to battle probably the next time, depending on how much crap they get in there. Yeah, so depending on how much crap they get in there, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. Okay, so that's that one. So I'm gonna end faction play. Now the French, they can either do a limited command or they can. So the free rally in 2 spaces adjacent to the Patriots outrage Massachusetts Patriot resources +3. So they can. See, I think the French. I need to get the French prep up. By the way, yeah. So. Well, actually, I can free rally. Let's see here. Yeah, I think. Since I can't do. Who would be next? It'd be the Native Americans. Then they don't really care about that. That would give 2 resources. I think I might want to pass. Because the Brits would have gone, and so would have the Indians. So we would have the Patriots. Critical plans laid. Patriots or Indians must activate their militia or war parties until half of them are active or rounding down. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want that to go for sure. Oh, or Indians. So Patriots or Indians must act. Yeah, I think, you know what? We're going to put, so the French are going to pass and get the 2 resources. And then the Native Americans are going to do a limited command, and they are actually going to gather. They're going to gather. Where are they going to gather at? Let's go ahead and. Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm going to have to call this at the last. This is going to be the last card for right now. Boys will be home soon, and it's all crazy in my house when that happens. Well, let's see. Why wouldn't the Indians do the event? Actually, yeah, that would be a good thing for them to do the event. But they need to get more villages out because they've only got 2 villages out, and they need to get a lot more villages. So it'd be better for them to get a village out. It would help their winning condition better because they need for them to win. They need to have villages less 3 is greater. So right now they're even. So for them to hit their winning condition, they would have to have it 5 or no 6. So I need to get more villages out, and the more villages I get out. So I think that's why I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't think I'm going to take the event. I think they're just going to go ahead and gather. And since they can do it free in here, we're going to return these back to available and put another village out here. Because that will build up because I get the forts and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my thought process on that, and that's the way I'm going to play it. Because they need to get villages out, and the more villages they have, the more war parties they can get out to, as well. So okay, going to go ahead and faction play and end card play. And let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. And then, like I said, I got to call it at this with this. So we're looking at about an hour anyways. So I might do some more tomorrow, some more live stream tomorrow after school. We'll see. But let's go ahead and draw the next card and see what it is. Just out of curiosity. Oh, the French get to go first. Actually, yes, they will probably pass anyways. Yeah, okay. I'm going to save it right now. Good idea. Here we go. We're going to save it, and we're on card 12. Okay. Save game as card 12. So the other thing, Jester, I was going to tell you, you were talking about the cards in some of the propaganda cards coming up kind of weird and stuff or real quick. So with Liberty or Death, yeah, I saved. Yeah, I'm done for today. But real quick, so you put the winner cards, you pull out the bottom 4 cards, and you shuffle the winner quarters card in that bottom 4, and then you put that on the bottom, so that way you're not getting back to back to back to back winner quarters. So, okay, with that, guys, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. It was fun. It's a blast. So, but maybe I'll do some more tomorrow about 2:45 again. Depends on if I have to get my kids homeschool or not. They're online going or not. Um, yeah. It's kind of nice. It's one of those things I really wanted to do. So okay. Talk to you guys later. Okay, Jester, I might jump on if I can. Talk to you later. Bye. Yes, Cisco. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I might be able to. I never know. Sometimes I get some free time and I don't know why or where it comes from. So we'll see. Okay, talk to you guys. Bye.